This is a reading of the Diary of the Wimpy Kid. I hope you enjoy this book, and there will be part 3, part 2, and part 4. Hope you can enjoy this. First of all, let me get something straight. This is a journal, not a diary. I know what it says on the cover, but when Mum went out to buy this thing, I specifically said, and I told her everything, to get one that said, not diary. Well, I didn't say that, but I told her to not get one that says diary on it. Great. All I need is for some jerks to catch me carrying a book around and get the wrong idea. The other thing I wanted to get clear right away is that this was all my mum's idea, not mine. But if she thinks I'm going to write down my feelings in here or whatever, she's crazy. So just don't expect me to be like, dear diary, this is a diary and stuff. The only reason why I agreed to do this at all is because I figure on later when I'm rich and famous, I'll have better things to do than ask people stupid questions. So this book is going to come in handy. Gregory, tell us about your childhood. Were you always as smart and handsome? Here's my journal. Now, shoot. Like I said, I'll be famous in one day. But for now, I'm stuck in middle school with a bunch of morons. Let me just say, for the record, that I think middle school is the dumbest idea ever invented. You've got kids who haven't even hit their growth spurt yet, mixed with these gorillas who need to shave twice a day. Out of my way, runts! And then they wonder why bullying is such a big problem in middle school. If it was up to me, grade levels would be based on height, not age. But then again, I guess that would mean like kids like Chirag Gupta would still be in first grade. Today, the first day of school, and right now we're just waiting around for the teacher to hurry and finish her seating charts or whatever. So I figured that I might as well write in this book to pass time. By the way, let me give you some advice. On the first day of school, you've got to be real careful where you sit. You walk into the classroom and just plug your stuff down on any old desk. And the next thing you know, the teacher's saying, I hope you all like where you're sitting, because these are the seatings that you're going to sit here for the rest of the year. Oh, no! So this class, I got stuck with Chris, Horsey, and in front of Leon James at the back of me. Jason Brill came in late and almost sat right next to me, but luckily I stopped that from happening. Is this seat taken? Yes, it is taken. Next period, I should just sit in the middle of a bunch of hot girls as soon as I step into the room. But I guess if I do that, it will just prove that I didn't learn anything last year. Greg, will you please pass this note to Sally? Why, certainly. And it said on it, Greg is a dork. Man, I don't know what is up with these girls these days. It used to be like simpler in elementary school. The deal was, if you were the fastest runner in the class, you got all the girls. And in 5th grade, the fastest runner was Ronnie McCoy. Nowadays, it's a whole lot more complicated. Now it's about kind of clothes you wear, how rich you are, if you have a cute butt or whatever. And kids like Ronnie McCoy are just scratching their heads and wondering what the heck happened. The most popular boy in my grade is Bruce Anderson. The thing that really stinks is that I always have to be in between two girls. But kids like Bruce have only got to come around the last couple of years. I remember how Bruce used to act like in elementary school. Girls are stinky poos. Yeah. I didn't think girls were stinky poos. But of course, I didn't get any credit for sticking up the girls' time. Like I said, Bruce is the most popular kid in our grade. So that leaves the rest of the guys scrambling for other spots. The best The best I can figure out is that somewhere around 52nd or 53rd. Most popular this year, but the good news is that I'm about to move up one spot because Charlie Davis is gonna go below me. He's getting braces this week. I tried to explain the popularity stuff to my friend Rowley, who is probably hovering right around the 150 mark, by the way. But I think he is just. I think my ideas just go in one of his ears and comes out the other. Today we had Phys Ed, so that means the first thing I did when I went outside is to sneak off into the basketball court and see if the cheese was still there. And sure enough, it was. The piece of cheese had been sitting there on the court since spring. I guess it must have dropped out of someone's sandwich or something. After a couple of days, the cheese started getting mouldy and nasty. Nobody would play basketball on the court, even with the cheese under the hoop. Then one day, this kid named Darren Walsh touched the cheese with his finger, and then it started. The cheese touch. It's basically like cooties, but if you get the cheese touch, you're stuck with it until you pass it on to someone else. The only way to protect yourself from the cheese touch is to cross your fingers. But it's not that easy remembering to keep your fingers crossed every moment of the day. I ended up tapping mine together so they would stay across all the time. I got a D in handwriting, and that was totally worth it. This kid named Abel Hull got the cheese touch in April, and nobody would even come close to him. This summer, Abby moved away to California and took the cheese touch with him. I just hope someone doesn't start the cheese touch again, because I don't need that kind of stress in my life anymore. I'm having a seriously hard time getting used to the fact that summer is over, and I have to get out of bed every morning to go to school. My summer did not exactly get off start. Thanks to my older brother, Roderick. A couple of days ago into summer vacation, Roderick woke me up in the middle of the night. He told me I slept through the whole summer, and luckily he woke me up just in time for school. You might think it was pretty dumb for you might think I was pretty dumb for falling for that, but Roderick was dressed up in his school clothes, and he even set my alarm clock to 8. So it made it look like it was in the morning. Plus, he closed my curtains so I wouldn't see if it was still dark. After Roderick woke me up, I got dressed and went downstairs to make myself some breakfast like I do every morning on the school day. But I guess I must have made a pretty big racket, because the next thing I know, Dad was downstairs yelling at me for eating Cheerios at 3 o'clock in the morning. It took me a minute to figure out what the heck was going on. After I did, I told Dad that Roderick played a trick on me, and he's the one that should get yelled at. Dad went down into the basement to chew out Roderick, but I tagged along. I couldn't wait to see Roderick, see what was coming to him. But Roderick covered his tracks pretty good. And this day, I'm sure Dad thinks I got a screw loose or something. If you want to see part 2, please click the video on below. Hope you like this video and subscribe.